Those things are so important for our lives and they really feed our spirit so that when we're building big businesses and we're doing big things in our lives, we can count on ourselves to really feel whole and complete and really know that we're taking good care of ourselves. Hey, I'm Kelly Yadley, and this is The Kelly Yadley Show. Here's a lie we've been sold, that you have to pick the career or the kid, the big vision or the bedtime story. I'm calling it. That's not the deal. You can have both. I have built businesses for the last 16 years as a single mom, and you can do it without hustling yourself into the ground, but by choosing strategically every single day. This show is for the woman who wants the business, the brand, the freedom, and the family. All of it. So grab your coffee, your kid's juice box, whatever you got in your hand. Let's get into it. Burnout is not the price of ambition. It's the receipt for bad boundaries. Today, I'm talking about building a big business without burning down your life. Welcome back to the Kelly Yadley Show. It's so nice to have you here. I am here in Canada, coming to you on this lovely day, the Canada Day. It's a big, huge holiday, July 1st. Didn't know that. It's Canada's birthday, right next to the United States birthday in July. So it's so nice to be here on this day. I'm wearing red for Canada, and I'll be celebrating today. And I hope that you guys are having fun this 4th of July also. So the burning down your business and burning down your life is something that is interesting to me while I have had my business over the last 17 years. Building my cleaning business from scratch while also being a single mom really was something that took a lot. Like the actual drive and ganas in Spanish, the chutzpah, the hustle, the grind, all of that stuff, right? Like it all comes together to really put us in this state of success and long-term goals, right? So, but along the way, I learned several things. And what I want to share with you today is that you don't have to burn out. You don't have to actually like leave yourself on dry with all of your goals. You don't have to push to the end. So there are ways to get through your goals and get through your business and building all of these things with having, dare I say, a little bit of balance, a little bit of, maybe not balance is the right word, but time for yourself to refill your cup, to like re-regulate your nervous system and take time to make sure that you are moving in the direction that will keep you going for a long, long time. So one of those things that I have said before and I will say again is say no. Don't be the first one to volunteer to lead anything. So if that's a bake sale at your kids' school, at the church, don't volunteer to lead it. You are probably the most qualified person, no doubt. I know you are. And they will raise the most funds if you're the leader. And also, take your child, if it's their bake sale from school, take your child to the school and have a moment where they get to pick out their favorite colored paper plate and their favorite napkin so that they're the ones that are part of that experience with you. You're supporting the school, you're doing things, but you're not taking the 20 hours or even 5 hours of what something like that might take. So saying no or delaying that no, sometimes if you're caught off guard and someone, catches you in the hallway and says, "Hey, can you do this?" You say, "Well, can I get back to you tomorrow?" And that gives you a little bit of time if you're like me, like you're not really good at saying no immediately, but gives yourself a little bit of time to think about what you want to say and actually maybe make yourself a note, maybe even text them an hour later or get back to them the next day with the quiet, kind email that just says, "Thanks for thinking of me. I'm really honored. Right now, I wouldn't be able to give you my best if I was to do that. So I'm a no." Do something like that. Like allow yourself to Say no in these times, but still volunteer and give in a capacity that you can. That's a little chunk of that time. Because there's other people that have more time and they're able to give. And so maybe this season you're not. Maybe you can also find time in a different season when your business is up and running and you have more time. So don't worry about that. Also, another one, delegate, delegate, delegate. It doesn't have to all run through you. Make sure that you keep track of all of the items. Like you don't just like take the ball and like throw it out. Make sure that you're keeping track of what balls you're throwing where, but don't actually expect to like take the ball and hand it to the person, make sure they hand it to the person, like down the road. Like don't micromanage. That just drains everybody's energy. So for example, for that one, I'm not at home right now, and I have several people looking over my home and various things. And last week I texted my yard guy and I asked him to please mow my yard this week. So the week that we're in now. And so at the end of Tuesday, I checked in with him because I kept track of the ball, but I wasn't in charge. It was just on a list. And so I checked in with him and I was like, hey, have you been able to get to the yard? And he said, no, I'll get it tomorrow morning. Absolutely perfect. And then this morning, when he did get to the yard, he also texted me and said, hey, that tree's dead in your yard. Would you like me to take care of that too? And that had been on a different list of mine of things to do, and I just didn't want to tackle it yet. And plus, trees dying make me really sad. It's such a perfect tree and such a perfect location in my yard, and I'm so sad about it. So I asked him, yes, please take care of it and tell the tree goodbye. Because I'm not there. So, delegating has its place so that you're not taking care of everything. And we as women, I think it's part of our nature to be controlling. And so we have a hard time giving that up. So I would say make sure that you're being kind to yourself and delegate as much as you can. And if you can write down a list of all of the things that you're responsible for, or all of the things that are in your head on any given day, and delegate 2 of them, let's call that a win. And the more and more you delegate, the more and more white space and creative space you're going to have for building that big business and for the people in your life. I just absolutely love that. So another way that you can move forward with your life and not move into burnout is automate some things. Have your calendar where you have things on a regular rotation. You get a massage every 4 to 6 weeks. You get your nails done every 4 weeks. You go to the grocery store every Sunday. Just automate stuff so you don't have to make a decision and groceries aren't just kind of randomly you're out of food. Like make sure some things just get automated. Just on repeat recurring basis on your calendar. And then I like to use for literal automation is Text Expander. That's an app that works with your phone or your computer, and it has little snippets that you can put in a code and it'll expand into a template. So I have templates for so many things in my company, for quotes, for replies, for cleaning supplies, for notes, all of the different notes, the different style of notes per different cleaning in our company has a different text expander. So it's a different template that keeps us from forgetting things, that keeps us on all speaking the same language, that keeps us in line for what we need to do. So little tricks like that can really help you automate your life and keep things just kind of moving in the background so that you don't have to just control and manage everything in your life. It really helps. And the last and final thing that I would talk about today is non-negotiables. You've got to have boundaries and non-negotiables in your life that these are the rules of my life. If you working with Kelly, this is what you expect. You absolutely know that I prioritize sleep. I will walk out of a party. I will leave an event just so I can go home and sleep. And I know that about myself. Now, there are a few things I will stay up late for. I will tell you that. But as far as just really maintaining my sleep, I function so much better if I have 7 or 8 hours of sleep. So I know that about myself. And I can keep up with 7 on a regular basis for quite a while, but then I need a night or two to have like 8 or 9 hours to really catch me up and make me feel like full again, like completely solid inside of my body. But regulating myself really helps when I have a full night of sleep. I can really make decisions easier. I'm less chaotic in my brain. I don't get as anxious when I'm around people. Just so many things. That's a non-negotiable for me. Other non-negotiables could be food. Like, do you eat fried food? I don't eat fried foods. Eating clean for me is very important in my life right now. That keeps my body happy. It keeps my brain completely focused and clear. Some other non-negotiables could be maybe working out. Is that a non-negotiable for you? It could be like 15 minutes a day or 45 minutes a day, which is what I do, or an hour a day, something 10 minutes a day. That's kind of short. But sometimes you just have to get started, or you do, 3 times a week, whatever it is for you. If there's a non-negotiable in there, that's important for life. That really helps you feel like you're prioritizing you and prioritizing your health. Maybe you call a friend on a regular basis and that's a non-negotiable for you. Or you spend time with a loved one. You have a partner that you have a date night with and it's a non-negotiable for both of you. Those things are so important for our lives and they really feed our spirit so that when we're building big businesses and we're doing big things in our lives, we can count on ourselves to really feel whole and complete and really know that we're taking good care of ourselves and we can count on ourselves for that. And that's so important. The things that we're doing when we're building big businesses involve caring for other people all the time and caring for your clients and caring for your team and the people that support you. So caring for yourself has got to be on that list. And yes, sometimes it's not on the top of the list. I know that. Especially if you're a mom, or a wife. I mean, you've got other priorities. I know that. But make yourself on that list somewhere. Make sure that you're taking time because burning out means that so many people get hurt in that process. You are not calm. You are not patient. You are not kind to other people when you're in that state of complete burnout. I know that for myself. Maybe you're different. Maybe you're kind when you're burned out. I know I'm not. So if you've made it this far today, thank you so much for listening. I love having you on this podcast. This has been such a joy to keep going. My last podcast was about my AI experience with Dan Martell last week. It was a bonus podcast, so check that out. And otherwise, have a great week, and we'll see you next time. That's it for this week. If something in this episode hit, do me a favor. Send it to one woman in your life who needs to hear it. That's how this community grows, one honest conversation at a time. Follow the show, leave a review, and come find me on Instagram. I read everything. Remember, strong doesn't mean solo. I'll see you next week.